Benny program with his special guests, Mr. and Mrs. Jimmy Stewart.
Mr. Benny?
Yes?
Mr. Benny, we're from the Department of Internal Revenue.
What happened?
You fainted.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, but when you gentlemen said you were from the Department of Internal Revenue, everything went black.
Well, you're not the first.
Would you like another cold cloth?
No, thank you. Now, tell me, gentlemen, what did you want to see me about?
Well, Mr. Benny, Oh, by the way, my name is Hunter, and this is Mr. Wills.
Oh, thank you. I mean, how do you do? Now, what did you want to see me about?
Well, Mr. Benny, I have here a copy of your last year's income tax return.
Look, I went through it very, very carefully before I mailed it in. Now, I'm sure I declared everything.
Mr. Benny, according to your return, your total income last year was $375,000.
That's right. That's right. That's what I earned last year. I earned $375,000.
Well, then, we'd like to talk to you about this deduction.
Deduction?
Yes, this figure denoting the amount you spent on entertainment last year must be a mistake.
It's fantastic.
Well, I can't help it. That's what I spent.
$19?
Yes, and I can prove it. I have receipts for every penny of it.
Now, Mr. Benny, please, don't misunderstand. The government's trying to be fair. We feel that you may unconsciously be cheating yourself.
Who? Me? Me?
Yes, this is an unusual assignment. You see, we're here to help you.
To help me? Oh, well, then, sit down.
See, Mr. Benny, if you earned last year $375,000, you must have spent more than $19 on entertainment.
No, I guess that's all I spent. That's all I remember.
Now, we also checked your return from the year before, and there you claimed you spent $28 for entertainment.
$28 the year before. Oh, that's the year that I went to Las Vegas on a vacation. Sure had fun. Wow!
Look, Mr. Benny,
Yeah.
We feel that you're not taking full advantage of your legal deduction.
I'm not?
Believe me, we're trying to help you.
I know. That's certainly sweet of you.
Well, are you sure you can't think of any other entertainment deductions on your income tax?
No, that's all I can remember. But tell me, why does the government want to be so good to little old me?
Because little old you and U.S. Steel are our best customers.
Oh.
Mr. Benny, the government doesn't want money that isn't coming to them. And your case is so unique that we're very anxious to help you.
Oh, I know.
For example, you've listed an item here, taking Mr. and Mrs. Jimmy Stewart to dinner. And you spent $3.90.
I took a girl, too.
And you only spent $3.90? You sure?
Well, That's all I can remember, Benny.
Well, perhaps if we talk to Mr. Stewart, he might remember the incident.
Well, yes, he might recall it. As a matter of fact, he lives right down the next block, you know.
Good, good. We'll drop by and see him.
Okay.
Mr. Benny, before we go, I'd like to say something.
What's that?
Well, this whole thing is so unbelievable. I mean, you've got all this money at your disposal, and yet you spend practically nothing.
Well, I wouldn't know how to answer that. I guess I'm just not the spending type.
You know, Mr. Benny,
Yeah.
I'll bet there are millions of people who would like to see you running things in Washington.
Well, thank you. Thank you very, very much.
Now, you say the Stewarts live near here.
Yes, they're right down the next block, the second house from the corner.
Good,
Thank you.
good.
Bye,
Thank you,
Mr.
thank
Benny.
you.
Goodbye, goodbye, gentlemen. Goodbye.
And believe us, we're only
I
trying...
know, I know.
I'll get it there.
Jimmy, why do you always take the pen along? They may not even want your autograph.
Yeah?
Mr. Jimmy Stewart?
That's right.
Mr. Stewart, we're from the Office of the Collector of Internal Revenue.
Well, gentlemen, come right in. Make yourself comfortable.
Thank you. Mr. Stewart, we wanted to ask you... But at least he fought it off for a few seconds.
That's the difference between a general and a civilian. Oh, Mr. Stewart. Stewart. Mr. Stewart.
What?
It's all right, Mr. Stewart. It's all right. It's not in reference to you that we're here.
Oh?
No, it concerns the income tax return of your neighbor, Jack Benny.
Jack Benny? Oh, good. Good. Fine.
Well, I'm afraid you don't understand, Mr. Stewart. You see, last year, Mr. Benny earned $375,000.
Uh-huh.
And according to his income tax return, he spent $19 for entertainment.
Not much.
And the year before that, he went to Las Vegas and spent $28.
Wow. Why? These gentlemen are from the income tax department.
Income tax?
Yes, and they're here investigating Jack Benny's tax return.
Yes. My name is Hunter, and this is Mr. Wills.
How do you do? When are you sending Mr. Benny to jail?
No, Mrs. Stewart. There's nothing wrong with Mr. Benny's income tax return. As a matter of fact, it's just the other way around. We feel he's not being fair to himself.
What?
We're sure we can get him a refund, but Mr. Benny doesn't seem to be interested in getting any money back.
Honey, I'm beginning to be concerned. I fell down there and I hit my head.
No, dear, I heard it too.
Mr. Stewart, we hate to bother you, but Mr. Benny has an item that we'd like to talk to you about.
Oh, sure. Let's all sit down.
Thank you. It's, this item right here for $3.90 for taking you and Mrs. Stewart to dinner. Do you recall that night?
That and the time the garbage truck overturned on our front lawn are two occasions I'll never forget.
Well, Mr. Stewart, just to satisfy our curiosity, would you mind describing that evening to us?
Yes, we'd like to know how anyone can take a party of four to dinner and only spend $3.90.
Well, Jack hadn't exactly asked us out to dinner that night. As a matter of fact, Gloria and I were having dinner alone in one of our favorite restaurants in Beverly Hills.
Have you decided on your entree, sir?
We haven't made up our mind yet.
Oh, very well.
You know, know, honey, I love the atmosphere of this place. It's so pleasant and it's always quiet.
Well, that's because they don't serve celery. Honey, I said that's because
I
it's
heard you.
quiet.
You tell that joke every time we come here.
Well, it's funny. You laughed the first time I told it.
We weren't married then.
That's right. Whoa. You know, how many drinks have I had?
That's your first one.
Well, then that thing I see is really there. No, don't look now. Guess who's across the room?
Is it a friend?
No, not exactly.
An enemy?
No, not quite.
Not a friend, not an enemy.
No, I'd refer to this fella as sort of a Cold War.
Him? Here?
Right.
Is he alone?
No, a girl with him.
Is she the one who came out of the cake at the stag party?
No, she still has 90 days to serve.
Hope it's the one that works in the car wash. At least she has clean hands.
No, I never saw this one before.
Why did he have to pick tonight to come here?
Well, honey, if he's clear across a crowded room, maybe we can still have an enchanted evening.
Hope he doesn't see us.
Uh-oh. Keep it up. He's gonna come back. All right, that was a close one. Boy. Here comes again.
May I have your autograph, please?
Certainly.
Jimmy!
Hello, Jack.
Jimmy Stewart.
Hello, Jack. Gloria. Jack, take her.
What's she doing under the table?
She's tying my shoes. Gloria.
There you are. Hello. Hello, Glory.
Oh, Jack.
Thank you, Mr. Benny. Could I have yours too, Mr. Stewart?
Oh, certainly.
Jimmy, your hand is shaking.
Well, I've been under a little strain the last 2 minutes, or 2 weeks.
Gee, he wrote help.
Well, Gloria, we've finished eating. I guess we might as well go.
Yeah?
Go? You haven't finished your salad yet. Say, you are nervous, aren't you?
Yes, yes.
I'm going to get my girl, and we'll join you here.
Jack.
Oh, my gosh, it is. It's Jimmy Stewart.
Jimmy, what are we gonna do?
I got an idea. You put spots on my face and tell him I've just got measles.
No, we did that last time and it backfired. He visited us every day for a week.
Jimmy, Gloria, I want you to meet a real sweet kid, a Marcia Toogood.
How do you do? I love you in pictures.
Now, oh, Jimmy, you don't have to move over. We're not going to sit here.
Oh, well, you're not going to sit here?
No, you're going to join us over there.
But, Jack, we've got our salads here.
Well, What's the difference? We can take it over there. Here, Gloria, you take your salad. You help there. I'll take the drink. Here, Jimmy, you take the bread.
I get so much trouble.
It's not trouble at all. She does this every day. Now, Gloria, you sit right here. That's right. And Jimmy, you sit there. That's it. You're right there. Now, we'll get a waiter. Oh, waiter.
Yes, sir.
Waiter. They've moved over here. They're with us now.
Yes, I saw. I thought for a minute I was working in a cafeteria. Would you like to order now?
Yes, I think so. What would you like, Jimmy?
Gee, I don't know, Jack.
Neither do I.
You know, I know you folks eat out a lot, but this time I don't want you to hold back because this dinner is on me.
On you?
Yes.
No, wait a minute, Jack. This isn't necessary.
Jimmy, look, after all, it wasn't your idea that we all eat together.
It certainly wasn't.
Now, remember what I said. Don't hold back, order whatever you want, and I'm going to set the pace. I'm going to have the filet.
One filet mignon.
No, the filet of sole.
Billy is soul? Who wants that?
Maybe you're right. I'll have the filet mignon.
Gloria and I'll have the same.
Likewise.
Jack, I've never seen you here before. Do you come often?
No, I haven't been here in years, but this is sort of a special occasion. You see, this is my 16th year, my anniversary, 16th year in television.
Jack, do you know, I never told you this, but I saw you in the very first television show you ever did.
Oh, you're kidding, Jimmy. You saw the first television program I did?
How have they been since then?
You mean this is the first one you've seen in 16 years?
Well, Jack, it's like this. We're always out on the night that you're on.
Well, how can you find places to go every week?
It ain't easy.
Mrs. Stewart, excuse me. It isn't easy.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, here come the goodies.
Well, that certainly was a delicious steak.
How about some dessert?
No thanks, Jack.
Not me.
Now, Jimmy's been putting on too much weight lately.
Where?
Well, I don't get fatter, I get taller.
That's good.
I don't get it.
It's that fatter, he gets taller. Oh, for heaven's sake. Oh, waiter, give me the check, please.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. There we are. $46. $46. Are you sure you kids don't want dessert?
Oh, no.
Let's see, $46. Now, Jimmy, I feel that the sets should cost a minimum of $7,000 or $8,000. See, and then we could shoot the whole picture in 4 or 5 days, and then of course,
Jack, what are you talking about?
Jimmy, don't you get it? If we talk business, I can make this deductible. Now, Jimmy, in this picture, there's a part of an Air Force general which is right up your alley, and it's got heart and...
Jack, do we have to sit here and talk business?
Jimmy, not so loud. Everybody's watching us.
That's good. If the deduction is questioned, we'll have witnesses.
When Jack takes me to the movies, we're the only ones in the balcony talking business.
Never mind. Now, let me just check this bill here. Let's see. It's okay. Okay. That's right. $46. You know, Jimmy, nowadays deductions are hard to find.
Oh, they sure are. It's getting more difficult all the time.
Yeah. You know, Jimmy, you're such a good friend of mine. I'm going to let you have the deduction. Here, Jimmy, you pay the check. Deduction will be yours.
Oh, Jack.
Don't worry about me, Jimmy. Don't worry about I'll find other deductions.
So, that's what happened. I paid the entire bill.
Well, Mr. Stewart, if you paid the entire bill, how come it cost Mr. Benny $3.90?
Well, after he got the salad bowl dumped on his head, it cost him that much to get his suit cleaned.
I don't blame you for doing it, Mr. Stewart.
I didn't do it.
I did.
We'll be back in just a moment, but first...
Oh, it's you gentlemen again.
Yes.
Did you speak to Mr. and Mrs. Jimmy Stewart?
Yes, we did.
And did they give you all the information you needed?
Yes, they did.
Well, do you want to ask me any more questions?
No.
Then why did you come back?
We just wanted to look at you again.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Good night, gentlemen. Good night. Good night, folks. I'll be seeing you soon.